Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Force here with some more Duels 2013 multiplayer. Today I'm going to be playing the green-white deck Collective Might, and it looks like I get to go first. I will keep this hand, keeping my fingers crossed that I'll be drawn into some manas here. I've got a Force and a Plains, and so yeah, this is the Collective Might deck. The focus of the deck is overwhelming my opponent with lots and lots of creatures. Play just tons and tons of creatures. He says hey, I say hello. Good luck, have fun. Alright, so I've got this guy right here I'll be playing next turn. It's a 1-2. I can tap one, tap it to tap an untapped creature I control and put a 1-1 in play. So I'm going to throw that down right now. Next turn I'll be able to play a Sign of the Wild. It's a star. Its power and toughness equal the number of creatures I control. So as you can imagine, I get lots of creatures and that's a lot of damage. Parallel Lives, really awesome card. Any effect that would cause me to put a token into play, I get to double that. So this deck is all about getting lots of small little token creatures in play. With Parallel Lives in play, and that doubles that every single time. So it can be pretty crazy. Hopefully I draw into some mana within the next couple turns so that I will be able to play that. In fact, I've got a second one of those right now. That is insane. Alright, we're gonna go right here, play a Sign of the Wild. It's a 2-2 because I've got two creatures in play. And I will attack for 1, which he will let go through. Right. Now he played a Squadron Hawk, which lets him search through his library and get other Squadron Hawks and put them into his hand, which I'm assuming he did. And I think that deck can have a total of 3. Really stupid that they don't have 4 available. If you're going to play a Squadron Hawk, they should just give... Alright, so he's going to play a 2-2 first strike when it comes into play. He gets to put a 1-1 token into play. And then he's going to attack me for 1. It is in the air, so I can't block it. Alright, awesome. So we do have our 4th mana, so we could throw down the Parallel Lives right now. I could also put another Scion into play, which would allow me to Swords of Plowshare, his 2-2, which I think I'm going to do. So I'm going to... Or do I do this the next turn? You know, I'm okay with waiting before I start the doubling. I like to do this. Okay, so that becomes a 3-3. And I will attack for 3. I want to see what he does here. I'm assuming... Oh, I was assuming he was going to double block, but it looks like he decided not to. Alright. So I'm just going to say go. Couple options. I could Sword of Plowshare this turn. I could also tap this guy to put a 1-1 into play. He is going to play this. Prevent all damage would be dealt to Dawn Elemental. That is what I will Swords of Plowshare, and I will do that pretty much immediately. Let's see what he decides to attack with. Probably just the 1-1 flyer. I'm going to respond with the swords. I'm going to remove this guy. He gains life equal to its power, but I don't care if he gains a little life if I get rid of a creature that's incredibly difficult to deal with otherwise. It becomes an insane blocker. That's basically what it is. Alright, so I'm going to wait to do this. I'm going to throw down the Parallel Lives right now. So again, anytime a token occurs, that whole thing will be doubled. Actually, don't want to attack right now. I'm worried that if I attack with this guy, he's going to double block and just kill one of them. I'd rather keep these guys in play because they're going to be crazy really soon. So, I mean crazy. You'll see next turn. Unless he's got some, unless he himself has a Swords of Plowshare. I don't remember if that deck has those in it. But, so I could play another Parallel Lives next turn, but instead I'm going to do Fist of the Ironwood. And also do one of those, and I'm gonna have a ton of tokens. These guys are gonna be insanely huge. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for you to see next turn. Next turn is going to be fantastic. I'm excited. You got anything else going on here? Jorgos? Alright, so watch this, ready? Fist of the Ironwood comes into play. I get to put 2 tokens into play, plus it's an enchant creature, and that creature gets trample. So those 2 tokens become 4. Ready? Bam. These guys are 7/7s. I am also going to... Well, I'm going to attack with both of these. And before that goes through, I'm going to do this. I'm going to tap one of my tokens to put 2 more tokens into play. It would be 1, but it's doubled, making these guys 9/9s. You see what I mean? Now, had I attacked with these creatures last turn, he could have double blocked. All right, so what is he gonna do? Prevent all damage will be dealt to you by creatures this turn. All right, whatever, that's fine. No damage goes through this turn. I still have insanely huge creatures, and unless he's got like a Swords of Plowshare, he's gonna have a hard time winning this game. So, if I had attacked with those 3/3s last turn and he had double blocked with the 2/2 and the 1/1, I would have lost one of them. Instead, wait a turn. They both become 9/9s. I mean, that's ridiculous. All right, so he's going to get some tokens, and that's actually going to be... Oh, it only works for me? Wow. I thought that worked across the board. I thought he would have doubled his tokens. Guess not. All right, and we're going to get a whole bunch more tokens into play this turn. I could just wait and make it even more ridiculous in another turn. You know what? No, because this is probably going to be the win right here almost with my trample damage. It's going to be pretty close. So we're going to throw down 2 flying tokens, which become 4. We're going to throw down a sprout, which is 2. And yeah. Attack with all that. Let's see what he does. So I've got 6 1/1s plus 2 15/15s. His best bet, block one of the 15/15s, block as much of the 1/1s as possible to kill them off, and lower the strength of this guy. I mean, he's dead. This game's over, but he's going to lose pretty much all of his creatures right here. You know, the other thing, too, I wasn't even thinking about, he might have Wrath of God. Wrath of God is a card that just destroys everything in play, all creatures, so he could have that. Now, I've got cards in here to make my creatures, like, indestructible and stuff, but I just don't have them in play at the moment. But they do exist in this deck. And he ran out of time to make blocking decisions. He's down to 2. So that's the other thing that I wasn't thinking of. He could definitely have... Oh, he's got to watch all those combat. This is why you have to turn off watching damage effects, which is just right in your options, by the way. If you're wondering where that is. It just takes forever, especially with so many creatures like this. So if he's got Wrath of God... Okay, so he just leaves the game. That is that. So let's move on to another. Our next game here is against Jodel. And he does get to play first. My opening hand... I think I'm going to keep it. This card's amazing. Alright, he's going to be playing a blue deck. He's got 56 cards, a little bit above the average. And we're going to throw down a... I'm going to go with a forest here. Alright, I'm going to show you my opening hand here. Got a 2/1, I can tap 3 to put a token into play. Sign of the Wild, you guys saw him last game. The 4/4 pumps up my white and green creatures. Parallel Lives, you guys saw that last game, and Swords of Plowshare. Alright, so turn 2. Ooh, this is the card I was talking about last time. Can make my creatures indestructible by sacrificing it. Really awesome. Alright, so we're gonna, this turn, throw down the 2/1 Jade Mage that I can tap 3 to put a token into play. Next turn, I'll be throwing out the Scion of the Wild, I believe. Got a lot of stuff to do early on here. Alright, so this turn, lots of options. Why don't we go... Actually, you know what? This will be better because next turn I can play this, which will pump him up twice because he is both green and white. Oh no, there's a counterspell. Mana Leak to be exact. Alright. Wasn't even thinking that that was a potential, but I mean, I guess no matter what, I wasn't going to not play anything this turn, so he would have countered something. I don't know that I almost kind of am okay with him countering that as opposed to countering my Scion, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I almost rather have the Scion in play. So, alright, so turn 4. Parallel Lives isn't making much of a difference right now. I'm going to throw down the Scion right now, save mana so I can Swords of Plowshare. Not that I think I will, but... just in case. And we're gonna skip attack. We'll be skipping attack for a little bit here. Okay, he's gonna play another Talrand Invocation. That's super annoying. He's got a ton of flyers in play now. I think I'm gonna get rid of one of those. Alright, so we are going to throw the Liege in play, popping out my green and white creatures. This guy becomes a 4/4. And we will wait to attack again. Maybe I should have. He would have doubled. Well, he could have just blocked with a Fog Bank too. This thing, it doesn't take any combat damage, so he can block any ground. Well, it's flying, so he can block any creature with it, and this thing won't die. Basically, that's how that works. All right. So now, ooh, now would be when I want to parallel lives, but I don't think I'm going to, because he might have a counter spell. So I'm just gonna do this. Get some creatures in play. And I'm not gonna attack yet. I'm still gonna hold off on it. Next turn might be my attack. He is Rite of Replication without kicker, so he's just getting a copy. And he's gonna take that, which is a 5/5. And now I'm confident to play the Parallel Lives. And I can also get a token, which will be doubled. Alright. So, now it's time to do some attacking. So I don't want to attack with this because I don't want it to die. He could kill that too. I'm gonna wait again. Just because he could kill this, and he's gonna play Future Sight, which lets him play with the top card of his library revealed, and he can play it as if it were in his hand. Throw this down. We're gonna get this in play. Can tap one, tap an untapped creature. I can't do it yet, but... And then we're gonna activate this ability to double that up. And now I'm going to attack. Now I'm not attacking with my important creatures. The 4/4, which he could double block and kill, and this guy, which he could block and kill as well. I'm just gonna attack with my throwaways, which will be my tokens, and this guy that he's pretty much just gonna block with that every single time. Which is fine, because the other damage will eventually go through. And now for now, he's blocking some of these 2/2s. He's blocking one of those 2/2s with one of his, so it's just a little creature trade-off between us. And he does have another Rite of Replication. He's gonna play 5/5 flying. He can shuffle it into his owner's library by tapping one. The good thing about that is you can save it. Like if I were to kill it, if he had a mana, he could tap it to throw it into his library. So that's kind of the purpose behind that card, if you're wondering. Okay, I'm gonna play this. I can tap 4 to put a token in play, or I can tap 4 to give all my creatures +1/+1. I am going to tap, activate. You know, I should have done that for one of the creatures that I wasn't going to attack with, but oh well. And we will go with these. See what he decides to do here. Okay, I'm gonna pump him up. Just so it kills the token and mine lives. All those other guys are dead anyways. He's gonna bounce. He's gonna bounce right here. He's He's gonna bounce one of my big creatures, one of my important creatures. And probably he's got enough, he's probably got a counterspell too, so if I tried to play it, alright, he's gonna bounce that back. So he probably has a counterspell. Not guaranteed, but it's pretty likely. And he's thinking hard here. Get another one of these in play. What's he doing? He's gonna disperse, he's gonna bounce. Bounce that back, all right. I'm gonna throw this in play. I'm gonna throw this in play. None of which he's countering. I'm gonna activate this, do one of the creatures I wouldn't attack with anyways. And then I'm going to activate this, get a couple tokens in play. Alright, then I'm gonna say go. Not gonna let him whittle away my small creatures, at least not to start here. He's gonna throw down another fog bank. Might play that bribery. Yeah, he's going to. I don't think I have any huge creatures that are going to help him tremendously here. He might get the sacrifice to make his stuff as invulnerable. Gets that 3/4 battle cry. Whenever he attacks, he gets to put a couple of tokens in play. Okay. Throw this guy down. Pump up all my creatures. And then I am going to say go. Next turn will be the big attacking turn. Rite of Replication with kicker. His 5/5 flyer. Holy crap. Alright, before the end of his turn. Alright, we'll have to attack with everything this turn. I don't really have any other options. So we're gonna double up here. And this should be the game. I should be able to win with this. We'll see how blocking goes, but I've got 14 4/4s here. So I don't think it's even possible for him to stop all that damage. He might not even have the time. He needs to register these blockers quickly. So he's gonna block. All right. There you go. That was a win. And our final game here is going to be against Leviathan. That's an imposing name. And he does get to play first. My opening hand is okay, so we're going to keep this, actually. It's not too bad. It's not too great either, but not too bad. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with one of these. Let me throw down a Plains. Let me show you what I got here. I've got this guy right here, the Guild Mage 2/2. Tap 4 for a token, tap 4 to pump up my creatures. Got the 3/3 that I can sack to make all my creatures indestructible. I've got this enchantment that makes all my tokens get +1/+1, and I also have tap 3 to put 2 1/1 flying tokens into play. He's playing the black-white deck. He plays the 2/1 that he can tap 2 to give a creature death touch. And during my second, we will... Actually, no, why don't I play this right now? So I'm gonna play this, and the next turn I'm gonna play this, the 2 1/1s. And they're gonna be 2/2 flyers. And he plays an unmake and gets rid of his own, oh no, derp, he wasn't playing an unmake. Edge of Divinity, making his creature a 4/2. If it's black, it gets +1/+2. If it's white, it gets, or plus, yeah, so if it's a black and white creature, it gets +3/+3, which I'm surprised didn't wait to play it on that, because the enchantment's pretty ridiculous at that point. But anyways, throw this in play, 2 1/1 flyers, which become 2/2 flyers. If he attacks again, I will block his 4/2 to kill him. I will make that trade. He is going to play... Target opponent reveals his or her hand, you choose a non-land card from that and exile it. So he's gonna exile, I'm guessing the Dauntless Escort. The Guild Mage is kind of scary too though, so let's see what he decides to do. There you go, got rid of the Dauntless Escort. He's gonna play a 1/1, that when it dies, a 1/1 flyer comes into play. Wouldn't make much sense for him to attack there, so. Alright, let me throw down this for right now. And then I could attack for 4. I could just attack for 2, I guess. Just do that. Oh, they've got... I didn't even realize this also gave them vigilance. That is hilarious. Means they don't tap when they attack, so there's nothing stopping me from attacking with them. Because I can still block with them next turn too. Tota I was wondering, I was like, that doesn't seem that good. Oh yeah, vigilance, right. What's his game plan here? Just to get a flyer? I'm gonna skip blocking. I'll take 1. Swords of Plowshare, that's nice to have. Play my Scion of the Wild, which will be a 4/4. Attack with these 2 flyers. Holding on to the Swords of Plowshare. Just in case some funny situation comes up where I really need it. Because his deck does have some scary creatures. That is one of them. This thing is going bye-bye immediately. So it gives his black and white creatures +1/+1. It also, it's ridiculous. Like when he plays a black spell, he gets to destroy target tap creature. When he plays a white spell, he gets to tap a creature. Just imagine those things working together. It's pretty crazy. All right, we're gonna drop this into play. Search through for a Plains. I will... Let me do this right now. I'm gonna... Again, I don't want him to just kill it. Does this thing have Death Touch innately? No, he can just tap 2 to give something Death Touch. I'm just going to attack with these for now. I might Eldamari's Call at the end of next turn. Lets me search my library for a creature card, put it into my hand. Any creature card I want. Yep, pretty cool. Alright, he is going to play a 3/3. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may have target player lose 3 life. If you do, put 3 1/1 counters on next list of Fallen. That card is ridiculous. Let me respond by Eldamari's Call. That card is ridiculous. I don't think I've got anything to get rid of it. It's just gonna get huge super fast. It is really scary. Scion, I could do that. We got this guy. Wow. Whenever he plays a land, I lose 3 life and that thing gets 3 1/1 counters on it. Just think about that. It's absurd. You don't even need to do much thinking. Just gonna go with these for now. Next turn could be the turn. Next turn might be the turn that we win, though. I'm gonna attack with this, gonna pump these guys up. I can do it once. It'd be nice if I could do it twice. Hopefully I draw a land, I can do it twice, and because I'll get, if I can do it twice, I'll get 8 damage through just in the air, so. Alright, you tap 3 to give, so that he gains a life, or so you tap 3 to everyone loses a life. He hasn't played a land, so I'm guessing he doesn't have one. Whew, that's good. Come on, draw land. There you go. Alright, well, this is, should be the turn here. Then, I'm gonna go like this. Yeah, this is overkill, but, I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe he's got something. Wait till those come into play. Ooh. And then, pump on my creatures twice. Plus the battle cry. That's the game. And he just leaves. Oh, you don't even want to take the damage? Come on, dude. Alright, my friends, that does it here for this MTG Duels 2013 multiplayer video, playing with the collective Might deck. Getting some tokens in play, overwhelming some players. Lots of fun. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe. And as always, keep watching and keep owning.